Perfect. All right, guys, in this video, we have Tamra Simons, and we're going to do the top 5 things to do in Utah. Tamra, what is number 1? In no particular order.
Well, I think if you come to Utah, you have to experience our state parks. We have many from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. You just have to come and enjoy our state parks. We have a lot to offer.
Number 2.
Skiing in Park City. We have the best snow on earth here in Utah. So you have to go up and experience the different ski resorts. There are so many anymore that you get to choose from like Deer Valley down to the canyons. There's just a lot to choose from up there.
Mm-hmm. And what do you mean by the best snow?
Well, you know, Utah's known for having the best snow on earth. And in fact, we used it in a lot of our tourist campaigns for many, many years. And everyone loves to come to Utah and go skiing in Park City. Not only can the skiing is great, the shopping is great, the food is great. It's just, you know, all the way around. It's just a fun social gathering.
What's some of the pros and cons of Park City?
Pros and cons, you know, it's kind of its own little world in Park City. It's unlike any other spot in Utah because it's an old mining town that is now got these $1 million mansions that are all built up that you can't even see a lot of because they're hidden behind all of the trees and stuff up in there. I mean, you can ski in and ski out of your house in some of these. So yeah, it's a pretty magical place up there.
Okay. How do you usually visit when you go?
Me, I'm not so much of a skier because I spend more time on my bum than I do on my skis, so I'm not the greatest skier. But I like to go up and I like to, you know, hang out in the ski resorts themselves and socialize with, you know, because there's usually a lot of people hanging out by the fire, or, you know, you're going to the restaurants and having, you know, just delicious food to eat. It's just kind of a fun place to network with other people and meet those that you probably wouldn't have met otherwise.
Awesome. So how would typically people fly in or drive in?
Yeah, they can do either. I think a lot of people fly in because there's actually a shuttle right from the Salt Lake International Airport that will take you right into Park City. So you'll get the whole experience from the airport all the way up to Park City. Depending on where you're coming from, a lot of times the drive can be really nice. But if you're short on time, you can fly in and then shuttle all the way to Park City.
Very cool. Let's do number 3, Fremont Indian State Park and Museum.
You know, Utah has a lot of heritage, and southern Utah has, you know, many Indian relics. And unless you know where to find those, you know, you don't really even know to look for them. So Fremont Indian State Park is not a park that, you know, a lot of people get a lot of traffic to, but it's really cool. I mean, it's in the rocks, and there's a museum there that walks you through and tells you all about the Indian heritage here in Utah.
So you've been yourself?
I have been.
Cool. Cool. So recommended by you for sure.
Yeah, it's a fun. You can hike through the terrain up in there and see all different kinds of rock formations, and you can actually come across some of the Indian relics that are on the rocks. So it's really cool.
That's awesome. Okay. Let's do number 4, St. George, which you were telling me, what is that?
Okay, everyone has to experience St. George because it's so different from Salt Lake City. Because when everyone comes to Salt Lake City, you know, it's a very much a city setting, and we have gorgeous mountains on the east and west side of the city. But when you go to St. George, you can go there all year long. In the summer, it's really, really hot. So you can enjoy, you know, they have like the red rock and sand, and there's a couple of state parks there as well that you can go and visit, but it's completely different terrain there. And then if you go there in the winter, it's not nearly as cold, and it doesn't snow as often as it does in Salt Lake City, even though we're all in the same state. Yeah, and it's just one way to experience a completely different look to Utah.
The last and final, number 5, I'm going to let you say this one.
You gotta go to the Uintas.
Uintas. We're gonna put the spelling up there. Boom. I was like, what? Okay.
The Uinta Mountains are absolutely gorgeous, and they're located in the northern part of Salt Lake. And it's just the Uinta, you can go from Ogden, it's the Uinta Basin all the way down. They have, they're nice little canyons, but it's just beautiful scenery. You can take a scenic loop when you're going up there, just take a nice Sunday drive. It's just gorgeous scenery. You can see wildlife, and there's been several times we've gone up and we'll be driving up, and you can look off to the side and you've got deer running through the woods, and you can actually watch them running with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at some photos right now. It looks
it's amazing. It's just, you can kind of be one with nature without actually getting out of your car.
Yeah. So it looks like it's more camping style.
It is.
Camping, got it.
And there's a lot of recreation in Utah. You can ski, you can, recreate, go camping, hiking, rock climbing, just a lot of exploring that you can do in Utah because we have so much to offer here.
Mm-hmm. Thinking for Uintas, for those of us who are not campers, are there any probably nearby cities to Airbnb and then just go in for the day?
There is. In fact, at the base of, say if you were in Salt Lake, we have Airbnbs along the Wasatch Front all over because it is such a popular place. And there's a lot of people that don't want to drag the camper up, yet they still want to experience the mountains. And so you can rent Airbnbs at the base of Little Cottonwood Canyon and then take that up, and take a day drive or, have a picnic up there, whatever you want to do, yet you don't have to pull up a sleeping bag and sleep out in the mountains. You can go back to your Airbnb.
Got it. So what was that? Cottonwood Canyon? Cool, in Utah. Sweet. Tamra, that's so good. Thank you so much for that info. And go ahead and you guys can find out more about Tamra. She is a local realtor in Utah, and we'll throw up her information and you guys can contact her if you have any other questions about Utah. All things Utah, she is the one to go to. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much, and until next time.